Hi guys! Okay, so my face is on. I started with skincare, did foundation primer, CC cream, the color correction cream, a little bit of under eye cream to help brighten up these dark circles under my eyes, and then finished it with silky setting powder. So now I'm going to do my absolute favorite neutrals for eye colors, and I'm looking down at my desk because that's where my stuff is, but I'm going to do neutrals. I'm going to use 2 eye colors, a cheek color, eyeliner, brow builder, a spray. You don't have to use a spray, and then pretty much done. So I'm going to start out with just a dab of eye primer. And I'm going to use my ring finger because I say it all the time, the area under and around your eye is the thinnest skinned area on your face. It's the most sensitive part of your face. And so you want to be very careful that you're not tugging on your eyes and creating more wrinkles. So this means whether you're applying skincare, makeup, if you're removing makeup, if you're applying eyeliner, you want to not be tugging on your eyes. And I'm using my ring finger because that's the weakest finger on your hand, so least amount of pressure. You can use your finger or you can use a brush. So I just applied a little bit of eye primer, and that's going to give my darker color something a little bit more to stick to. So I'm going to start with Rustic. It's a nice neutral. It's a brown, got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's not like glitter, super sparkly, but it's going to give you a little bit of dimension. So I'm literally just patting. I'm using one of my eye brushes. And if you're not sure, well, what eye brush do I need? Do I need 5? Do I need 10? Do I just need 1? Just shoot me a message because I can help you figure out, depending on what kind of application you're trying. Most people can get away with 1 brush, sometimes 2. So I'm going to start tapping, and I'm resting my pinky finger on my face just so I have a little bit of something to sort of hang on to, but really it's just back and forth. And I'm contouring, not to use that buzzword, I suppose, but contouring the lid area. So if you can see, if you drew a line down a third of your eye and another third, so from this third back, I'm using like a moon shape sweep. And it's really, really light. You don't have to be perfect. That's the nice thing about eyes. As long as you're not using a super crazy dark shade, pretty much anything can be blended. I personally stay away from blues or like blacks or something like that because for one, they don't look good on my face. And 2, they're really stark. So I do know some people that can use like a blue or something and pull it off without looking super 80s, or 90s, whatever that is. But in general, I don't do it. Okay, so I'm using 2 colors, like I said, so I'm going to use the darker color for that moon shape, so that third of my eye that I've just gone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I'm using rose gold, ooh, another one of my favorites, also got a little bit of shimmer, and I'm doing the inner third of my eyelid, and I'm going to gently blend underneath my brow bone and blend into that rustic color. This will give you that nice, even, kind of polished look. Okay, so a little bit of shimmer underneath my brow bone. Okay, now I've got my cheek brush, and it's an angled brush because that helps you control the blush better. I'm using a couple of different blushes, so for today I'm going to use this one, more of a neutral. And again, if you're not sure what color do I use, so I'm going to apply and sort of tap off. And you're just tracing your cheekbone up into almost your hairline. And what you're doing is accentuating your cheekbone, giving your face more dimension. Now I'm going to soften this up because I don't want it to look harsh. So I'm going to use a highlighter, and I think this is glazed, to go underneath my cheekbone here to give me a little bit of dimension, and up on the top just to blend in that other color. One thing to remember about blush, you can always apply more, you cannot apply less. So less is definitely more. Okay, so if I step back away from the camera, you can see I've got some definition with my cheeks. You can see what I've got going on in my eyes, but now I'm going to really define them. So I'm going to use the volumizing brow tint to give me both some color and some volume with my brows. And I'm matching my natural shade. So this for me is deep blonde, dark blonde, I think is the name. And I'm just building Watch out, you're gonna be on camera. All right, so I've got the other one. That was Paul, by the way. You almost got to see him shirtless. Okay, then I like to use an eyeliner. You can use a cream eyeliner. I'm gonna use, this is the waterproof pen. Can't really talk while I do this. And if you noticed, what I did is just use short little even strokes. If you try and draw a straight line from one end all the way to the other in one continuous swoop, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna work. Well, at least I can't do it, so maybe you can. I also like to apply just a little bit of definition, super light, to the lower. And I know some people that put this on the inside of their lash line. I don't do that because that would clearly mess up my contacts. So just very light, small strokes. Think of eyeliner just like blush. You can always apply more. Can't apply less unless you're going to take it off. And I like to do a little bit of a wing, not super crazy, but... And don't stress out too much if you can't figure out how to get them evenly matched. They don't need to be perfectly matched. If you need something to kind of look at in terms of how far to go, you can kind of feel right here is where my bone of my eye socket starts. So that's what I've used. Okay, then I would follow this up with mascara. I'm actually going to go apply my fake lashes because I love lashes and I love a little bit more. But first I'm going to spritz my face with makeup finishing spray, and I'm just going to do like an across section. So 2 spritzes like that. And what makeup finishing spray does, it helps to set your face. So kind of like hairspray for your face, but it's not hairspray, so it's not going to clog your pores or make you feel uncomfortable. And it's actually good for your skin too. So, okay, that's neutral. I'll be back in a second.